Kicking off our list at number 1 is Half-Life Alyx, the VR masterpiece that redefined what horror and immersion can achieve in virtual reality. This prequel to Half-Life 2 puts you in the shoes of Alyx Vance as she fights against the Combine occupation in City 17. The environmental storytelling is phenomenal, with every corner of the decaying urban landscape telling its own story through detailed props and atmospheric lighting. What makes this game truly terrifying is the headcrab encounters, where these parasitic creatures leap at your face in full VR, forcing you to physically dodge and shoot. The weapon handling feels incredibly realistic, with manual reloading that becomes panic-inducing during intense combat sequences. Puzzles are cleverly integrated using VR mechanics like gravity gloves that let you pull objects from a distance. The game runs smoothly on most VR headsets, and the graphics quality remains stunning years after release, making it the gold standard for VR experiences. Moving to our second pick, Phasmophobia transforms ghost hunting into an absolutely nerve-wracking cooperative experience that keeps you on edge throughout every investigation. You and up to 3 friends enter haunted locations equipped with various ghost detection tools like EMF readers, spirit boxes, and thermometers to identify the supernatural entity. The voice recognition system lets you directly communicate with ghosts, which can trigger terrifying responses in hunts where the ghost actively chases players. Each ghost type has unique behaviors and evidence requirements, forcing you to carefully gather clues while managing your sanity levels. The procedural scares mean you never feel completely safe, even in familiar locations, as ghost activity patterns change every match. Equipment management adds strategic depth, since you must decide what tools to bring based on your budget and mission objectives. The game receives frequent updates, adding new ghost types, maps, and equipment, keeping the gameplay fresh and challenging for veteran ghost hunters. At number 3, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners delivers brutal melee combat and survival horror in a zombie-infested New Orleans. The physics-based combat system makes every encounter visceral, as you stab, shoot, and dismember walkers using weapons that feel weighty and impactful. Stamina management becomes crucial during fights, since wild swinging will leave you exhausted and vulnerable to the undead hordes. The crafting system encourages exploration, as you scavenge abandoned buildings for supplies to create better weapons and essential survival items. Moral choices throughout the story affect which factions support you and determine the ending you receive, adding replay value. The day and night cycle creates tension, as you must return to your base before dark, when the dead become more aggressive and numerous. Resource scarcity forces difficult decisions about what to carry and what to leave behind. The campaign offers substantial playtime, with side missions and multiple districts to explore, making it one of the most content-rich VR horror games available. Coming in 4th, Affected, the Manor, exemplifies pure atmospheric horror, designed specifically to terrify VR players in short, intense bursts. This haunted house experience strips away combat and complex mechanics, focusing entirely on environmental scares and oppressive atmosphere. Walking through the dilapidated manor triggers carefully scripted jump scares that take full advantage of VR's immersive capabilities. The photorealistic graphics and spatial audio create an incredibly convincing haunted environment, where every creak and whisper feels dangerously close. Multiple paths through the manor provide different scare sequences, encouraging replay, despite the relatively short runtime. The developers clearly understand VR horror pacing, as they never overstay their welcome, keeping each playthrough intense from start to finish. While lacking the gameplay depth of other entries, this remains a must-play for anyone wanting to test their courage in VR. The smooth performance ensures the scares land effectively without technical issues breaking immersion. At the halfway point sits Five Nights at Freddy's, bringing the iconic indie horror franchise into terrifying virtual reality. The collection includes VR adaptations of multiple FNAF games, plus original content exclusive to this release. Managing security cameras, closing doors, and checking vents becomes infinitely more stressful when you physically turn your head and reach for controls. The animatronic characters are nightmare fuel in VR, with their uncanny movements and sudden appearances creating genuine panic. Each minigame offers different mechanics and challenges, preventing the experience from becoming repetitive. The prize counter lets you unlock collectibles and extras using tokens earned from completing nights, adding progression beyond just surviving. Hard mode variations significantly increase difficulty for players seeking extreme challenges. The VR implementation feels natural rather than forced, with mechanics that make sense in three-dimensional space. Regular updates have added more content since launch, giving players plenty of reasons to return to this digital house of horrors. Sixth on our countdown, Propagation Paradise Hotel plunges you into a zombie outbreak within a luxurious hotel turned nightmare. The game balances action and horror as you fight through infected guests using firearms and improvised weapons. The hotel setting provides varied environments, from elegant lobbies to claustrophobic maintenance corridors, each with unique atmospheric touches. Enemy variety keeps combat interesting, with different infected types requiring specific tactics to defeat efficiently. The pacing alternates between quiet exploration and intense combat encounters, preventing fatigue from constant action. Weapon customization lets you modify guns with attachments found throughout the hotel, improving their effectiveness. The story unfolds through environmental clues and audio logs, revealing what caused the outbreak. Graphics are impressive, with detailed character models and environments that showcase what modern VR hardware can achieve. The campaign length hits a sweet spot, providing enough content to justify the price without overstaying its welcome. Lucky number 7 brings us Cosmodread, a roguelike horror experience set aboard a procedurally generated spaceship filled with cosmic terrors. Each run generates a new ship layout, ensuring no two playthroughs feel identical as you navigate dark corridors hunting for an escape. The monster designs draw from Lovecraftian horror, with grotesque creatures that become more aggressive as your fear level rises. Resource management is critical, since ammunition and health items are scarce, forcing careful engagement decisions. The permadeath system means every run matters, as you lose all progress when dying, adding weight to each encounter. Unlockable items and weapons gradually expand your options across multiple runs, providing a sense of progression. The isolation of deep space, combined with limited visibility, creates constant dread, even during quiet moments. Sound design deserves special mention, as audio cues provide crucial information about nearby threats. The roguelike structure gives this tremendous replay value for players who enjoy challenging runs. Eighth on the list, Into the Radius VR offers a unique blend of survival horror and tactical shooter mechanics inspired by the Stalker series. You explore a mysterious exclusion zone filled with reality-bending anomalies and hostile entities, while scavenging for valuable artifacts. The realistic weapon handling requires manual chambering, magazine management, and maintenance, adding authenticity to combat. Environmental hazards like anomalies must be detected using special equipment and navigated carefully, or they will kill you instantly. The open world structure lets you choose missions and explore at your own pace, creating emergent storytelling through your experiences. Equipment degradation means weapons and gear deteriorate with use, requiring regular maintenance and replacement. The atmosphere captures the eerie desolation of abandoned post-Soviet landscapes perfectly through visual design and ambient audio. Progression involves upgrading your safe house and purchasing better equipment, enabling deeper ventures into dangerous territories. The game demands patience and careful planning, rewarding methodical players while punishing reckless behavior. At number 9, Lies Beneath combines comic book aesthetics with intense horror action, creating a visually distinctive experience. The cel-shaded art style makes the creepy town of Slumber feel like a living graphic novel with heavy shadows and bold outlines. Combat focuses on shotguns and melee weapons as you battle monsters threatening to overwhelm you with sheer numbers. The story follows a college student returning to her hometown only to discover dark secrets and supernatural threats. Boss fights provide memorable set-piece moments, requiring pattern recognition and quick reflexes to overcome. Environmental puzzles break up the combat pacing, though they remain straightforward enough to not impede momentum. The campaign takes roughly 6 hours to complete, hitting the right length for a focused narrative experience. Voice acting and sound effects effectively build tension during quieter exploration segments. While not the longest game on this list, the polished presentation and solid mechanics make it a worthy addition to any VR horror collection. Rounding out our top 10, Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul delivers found footage-style horror based on the popular film franchise. The game takes place in a haunted house where paranormal events escalate as you progress through the night. Free movement and room-scale VR are essential as you physically explore the environment, searching for clues about the haunting. The scares build gradually, starting with subtle environmental changes before escalating to full supernatural manifestations. Item interaction plays a major role as you manipulate objects to trigger events and uncover the dark history. Multiple endings based on your choices and actions provide incentive to replay and explore different paths. The lighting and audio design create an oppressive atmosphere that maintains tension even during calm periods. While the gameplay is simpler compared to other entries, the commitment to recreating the film's dread-filled atmosphere makes this worthwhile for franchise fans and horror enthusiasts seeking pure scares without complex mechanics demanding constant attention.